In today's video, we're continuing our coverage on the Kaiju legendary MonsterVerse, aka Godzilla x Kong the New Empire, or Godzilla x Kong. So if you're new around, make sure subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, Kaiju, MonsterVerse, pop culture-based content that I try to do personally on a daily basis. If you could subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below how freaking hyped are you for Godzilla x Kong the New Empire. We are literally days away from said movie. If you could become a channel member for less than $1, less than £1, it really helps keep these lights on at the Warstu studio. Also, if you could follow us on Twitter, WarstuG, or X.com. It's the same website, but Elon Musk can't afford to get rid of the Twitter part, so it's still Twitter. Yeah, it says X everywhere. I don't get it. Also, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. So, the social media review embargo has lifted for Godzilla x Kong. Last night was the world premiere in LA. Awesome. Also, it's premiered in China. Awesome. So people are like, yes, there's massive spoilers around now. There has literally been spoilers around for the longest time ever. But now there's crazy amount. And what I find funny is you have certain accounts on Twitter saying, yo, please don't post spoilers. Godzilla and Kong respectfully ask you not to post any spoilers for this movie. And then the same account is literally posting TV spots. I'm going to bleep this next bit. In the most recent TV spot, we literally see the scene that I told you was real when Godzilla is being ridden by Kong and Shimu, the beast she is, being ridden by Scar King, smashing into each other. So it's all right, go, don't post spoilers. The studio is showing so many huge pinnacle moments of the movie to the point where there literally is no spoilers. But if you're on the Warstu, the War Drizzy, the Chosen Ones channel, you want all the spoilers. So I can't give you my opinion on the movie till Thursday for the actual full-on reviews. Because let's be honest, the social media reactions to every movie, you're just there to get your name on a poster, to get your name on a trailer, etc., so on and so forth. Because the social media reactions never line up with the reviews. The reviews are always way harsher. And I get it. Movies are subjective. The reactions, the reviews don't really mean much. It really is subjective. Someone could say it's a great movie. Someone could say it's trash. The same with video games. The same with everything. Everything in life is subjective because if everyone liked the same thing, everything will be boring. So we're going to go over a bunch of tweets, social media reactions to see what people are saying about the said movie. Because I like to do this. And we've invested a lot of time on this channel over the last 6 months hyping the into this movie, and it comes out this coming weekend. So, and also it's worth saying, I can't confirm or verify if any of these people have actually watched the movie, but why would you start tweeting about something you've not seen? But you know, it's the internet, people will do it. So someone called Michael Lee says Godzilla x Kong is a noisy titan brawl with hardly any human heart to engage on an emotional level. But audiences come in for the fights alone. Get in a superly awesome tag team match between Godzilla and Kong versus Scar King and Shimo. Interesting because they say, oh, don't post spoilers. You saying Shimo exists as a spoiler because careful for spoilers. Shimo's not actually officially named publicly yet. So someone called Aaron said this: Godzilla hits plenty of sweet spots for me. Tons of wild Iwi action and brutal villain for Kong. A powered up Godzilla, Dan Stevens having a blast. Some legit surprises and so many colors. Bring me more MonsterVerse. Very, very cool. Usually, if the reactions are real, generally there is a tone going through them all. It's also, let's just say this, I've been to like over 25 screeners. It's actually a myth. Studios don't pay anyone. It's a myth. I don't understand why people think that, but it's a myth. It's complete BS. So Ian says, Godzilla x Kong the New Empire is the most enjoyable MonsterVerse movie yet. That's great to hear, as we love the kaiju. The one where it feels everybody understood the assignment. That's cool. Story is a bit thin, but the Titans smashing more than makes up for it. That's pretty interesting. So, someone called Andrew. Godzilla x Kong the New Empire rules. Adam Wingard fully embraces the tone of a fancy rock opera, complete with a heavy score, heavy metal visuals, killer 80s needle drop, incredibly silly and heartfelt at times. It's a sincere love letter to the Shimu era. I don't know how to pronounce that. So yeah, that sounds, to be fair, most of them have been positive so far. Beans Godzilla. Anyway, Godzilla x Kong is a non-stop / fun kaiju action. The fans of the monsters love. Both Godzilla and Kong take center stage in the latest entry into the legendaries evolve in MonsterVerse. Brian, Henry, and Dan Stevenson are fun together, but the movie belongs to the giant monsters. Well, I mean, it is a monster movie, let's be honest. So, Heroes Unbound, who are verified. Actually, let's have a look at the minute. Okay, a bit of a following. Godzilla X Kong is a swiftly fun ride, a teaming of titans with tremendous scale and a fast-paced adventure. The movie knows how to deliver pure fun on a huge scale. My advice, just strap in and enjoy the ride. Okay, Tessa Smith, Mummy's Geek. Okay, I already know what this is going to say, because I do look at reactions for certain reviewers, and there's always a trend. Let's go. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire suffers from an extremely slow start due to the lack of dialogue. Interesting. Which is more cheesy than entertaining. When the Titans go toe-to-toe, the action is incredible, but that's not enough. Looks pretty, but unfortunately misses more than it hits. Okay, interesting. So, not enough human interaction, a lack of dialogue. Okay, interesting. This sounds like someone wanting more like to watch Godzilla -1, but the MonsterVerse isn't Godzilla -1. If the directors for both movies can respect each and others' interpretation of how to use the Kaiju Godzilla, then why can't random people that watch it? But it is what, like I say, most the negatives to do with this reactions, whether they're real or not, there's a theme. You'll see what I mean. Eric Goldman, Godzilla X Kong is a really great King Kong movie. The human stuff is noticeably clunky. Okay, interesting. So one says there's no dialogue, and this one says the human side is clunky. Poor Rebecca Hall, saddled with so much dry exposure. But Kong has so many scenes centered on him, and I just love the big guy. And the final fight sequences are pure monster mayhem delight. So overall, the reactions are interesting. Positive, I guess you could say, kind of mixed. So let's go over some more. E-Man's reviews. Godzilla X Kong was more fun than I expected. I was happy to see Kong get more respect. It was nice to see more monsters and less annoying humans. Now, this is funny to me because you got some people going, oh, there's no dialogue, there's not enough human side, the human side's clunky. Then you got E-Man reviews saying that, yeah, it's cool to see more monsters and less of the annoying human stuff, because not everybody wants to see Godzilla -1. That movie is a masterpiece. The battles were really cool, but corny, and the science got a little too nerdy. Felt like Christopher Nolan and WWE made a monster movie. Actually, that's hilarious. In fact, that comment there is actually hyped me up even more. So, Jimet, okay, I can't read that name, so let's just run it anyway. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire is underwhelming. It feels like 90% set up for the final battle. Generally, that's what happens. The first act sets the tone. The second act sets up the final act, and then the movie. That's generally how most movies go. Okay. Feels like 90% of the movie is set up for the final battle. That's solid, but can't live up to all the build up. There is a fresh approach to the characters, which works, but it's never quite gels with the main story. Dan Stevens does rip, though. Interesting. So, Griffin, well-known reviewer. Godzilla X Kong is an atomic blast. Respectfully, you've written that line. You've written that line to get your name on a trailer or a poster. Sorry, but that you really have. A frantically weird psychedelic trip through the Shimu era. It's cool that there's lots of people calling back to that. All the vibrance of the 80s album cover. The thing is, Absterny Romp, Crimes on the Apes, Frost Dragons, a delightful Dan Stevens, another fun entry into the MonsterVerse. Interesting, but I hate to say it. This tweet to me looks like it's been literally written to get on a billboard or a trailer, etc. So, Shannon McGrew states the following. Godzilla X Kong is a momentous spectacle that dazzles with its vibrant Technicolor visuals. The epic battle between the Titans are jaw-drop and accompanied by a story with a gigantic heart. Plus, there's Dan Stevens flexing in a Hawaiian shirt for 2 hours. Okay, one more. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire by someone called Ricardo wasn't able to hit as hard as the first film. What do you mean, the first film? Do you mean Godzilla vs. Kong? Do you mean Kong Skull Island? You should be a bit more specific. Fight scenes were not as exciting. Human plot lines even worse and uninteresting. Not a terrible movie, but a downgrade. Final act was fun. Interesting. Then it says check out his review. No wonder it says that. So that's a bunch of reviews, reactions if you like. Now we're going to go over another one. So Dangerville, who, you know, he's the boy, big MonsterVerse channel. So let's see what they had to say. And it is Alistair from Dangerville who's put this reaction out. I saw Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire over a week ago, and I'm only now able to talk about it. The film is so fun. It's charming, funny, yet brutal and action-packed. I had a huge grin on my face the entire time. This is what the theater was made for. Can't wait for you to see it. Interesting. Doesn't really say that much, but says enough to say he basically had a good time with it. So that's pretty cool. Like I say, the reviews are I say reviews because they are miniature reviews. The reviews are very mixed. The negatives seem to be the theme and plot apparently sucks. And apparently some of the MonsterVerse fights are not good enough, apparently, which is really weird. Because the human side of Godzilla -1, everyone loved. But according to these reactions, there's too much human side stuff. The dialogue sucks. Then other people are like, yo, there's not enough human side of the stuff. But Monarch Legacy of Monsters literally had no monsters in it. It had Godzilla in it for literally probably 6 minutes over the whole series. And it was full of dialogue and it was full of human stuff. So the reactions to me, I don't know what to make of them, but I'm very much looking forward to seeing the movie very soon, and I'll give my review and reaction. I mean, I can give a reaction straight away after watching it, but I can't do a review until Thursday. The reactions are basically what I thought there would be. People Twitter baiting basically to get their quote on a billboard or a poster. You know how it works, where if you go to screeners, you know exactly how the game works. So I wouldn't really take social media reactions that serious, but people are looking for like little tidbits here and there to kind of make himself stand out. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. Like, there's another one here. Godzilla X Kong was a blast. The third act is a chef kiss for the fans of Godzilla and Kong. Lots more action. Screen time for the Titans this time around. I'll have a full review on my YouTube channel. Okay, we don't promote other YouTubers on this channel. That's a joke. Okay, it's not a joke, but I don't want to make the video too much longer. But yeah, basically, if you like Godzilla vs. Kong, you probably will like this movie. If you didn't like Godzilla vs. Kong, you probably won't like this movie. But I told you that from the first test screen reaction plot that we went over. It literally said the same similar tone to Godzilla vs. Kong, a little bit more bombastic. So yeah, the reactions don't really tell us anything that we don't already know. But seeing as I've kept you guys and girls up to date with the latest and greatest MonsterVerse Kaiju news, I wanted to do this video, and also because I can't post a review, put some content out there. Now, I would say careful spoilers, but literally the TV spots have revealed so much. It's beyond the joke. They've revealed so many massive moments that you could pretty much predict the whole movie based off the trailers and TV spots and posters alone. So yeah, if you're going to say, don't post spoilers, don't post any TV spots, don't post any pictures from the TV spots, because they are literally showing you so much. The Chinese poster that's probably going to be in the thumbnail, I think it looks fire, but that is such a big moment in said movie. So like always, guys, thank you very much for all the love and support we've had over the Kaiju Godzilla X Kong content over the last 6 months. Been a hell of a ride, don't worry. The MonsterVerse content isn't going anywhere. There'd just be a little bit less to talk about when it comes to MonsterVerse stuff, because there's not going to be another MonsterVerse movie or TV show for a very long time. So like always, guys, check us out on Twitter, OSGG. Check us out on Instagram, OSG. And I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch you later.